collaborators had to be screened through their large counterterrorism database. And one of the challenges there is that screening showed a lot of false positives. So when there was a false positive, so I would, for example, meet somebody and, I'd want them to join our network or apply to our network. I'd send the name to our contact at USAID. They would come back and they'd say that this person is red flag. When they are red flagged, I have the right to ask why, and they would say something like he was in prison during the first intifada or the second intifada. And then I would say, well, that's impossible. I met this person and he's 20 years old, so you do the math. He wasn't even born during the second intifada, so how do you explain it? And then it's just a question of filling out a cumbersome set of paperwork to try to get the name clear. So the two big conditions were the font, the USAID logo and its font size.
There's no restrictions on where the money goes or what kind of activity?
None whatsoever.
I think I'm going to apply as a Chicago's fellow because I've never found out why the U.S. screens me every single time. I'm conscious of lying soon.
Become an Ashoka fan.
No.
But actually, I joined Ashoka because it doesn't accept US aid money. But also there's the other side of it. I mean, as he said, and the Lebanese in particular, we would go into Lebanon and people say, do you take US aid money? Are you CIA? I mean, the other side of it. And in Egypt too, we have all these newspapers, and whenever they want to attack NGOs, these are the spies and the collaborators of the Americans. As if the government doesn't take $1 billion from them. so there is also the risk of losing your credibility with your fellows. Ashoka, for example, even before they went into the Arab world, don't take money from alcohol, or tobacco, or. And of course, I had to convince them they have to take money from oil companies if we're going to work in the Arab world. But I mean, they really are very serious about the ethical fiber of the partners that gives us the money. So, but if you go into the communities in Egypt, in the NGO sector in particular, forget the private sector, there is a lot of mistrust in the USAID money and in any government, foreign money anyway.
I would like to bring the panel to a close by asking each one of the panelists to give us in tweet form, i.e., as constrained as a tweet, the answer to the following question. Imagine that you have a young, aspiring social entrepreneur from the region that comes to you, it can be anywhere from Morocco to Yemen, wherever you want, comes to you and says, I have this particular project, what wise counsel do you have for me? What would be your tweet size piece of advice? Starting with Rami.
Yes, thank you, Zafer. I mean, obviously, it sounds trivial, but the first advice I would give is to be very persistent, because with all the wherever he's going to come from the MENA region, whether from Algeria or Tunisia or Lebanon or Jordan, there are going to be a lot of red tapes. So as a social entrepreneur, you cannot just give up on your idea on the first obstacle you encounter. So this is persistence is key, and to have the vision is already something, but to have the courage to go all the way with your vision. And one more thing also I would like to mention to the audience is that please, no matter what you are or you represent right now, whether you are a student still candidate for MBA at HBS or Harvard Kennedy School, or whether you're already graduate and you're an entrepreneur, or whether you are a not-for-profit, each and every one of us can already imagine himself or herself as a social entrepreneur. So just go out there in your respective community, make an impact, and make it happen for the better. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, really, you touched upon a lot of the themes. I think patience, persistence, passion, and I think a quality I like to see is humility. Just knowing, it's nice feeling small, and knowing where we fit in this world.
I'd rather be a singer or a football player. I think much more money. No, actually, what we do is we coach them. Whenever anybody applies, I mean, we don't have people to apply. I mean, is nominated. We work with them until, for sometimes for 6 months. So Of course, don't give up. But I believe that the social entrepreneur is somebody who has already started and who's not going to give up anyway. And most of the people that we go through our process are usually going to make it with us or without us. We just expedite the achievements of their success. But it's really coaching them, giving them, providing them with networks of people, peers who will support them from our social entrepreneurs, and basically give them hope. I think the real thing, as George was saying a couple of times, these people are very lonely. I mean, I always think that even we hire them the same way we elect our fellows, and I think we're all crazy. Bill Clinton, our founder, likes to call it unique. So we're unique. But anyway, so I mean, it is just giving them the support of you can make it if you insist.
I would like to echo this and go back to Rami's point. I think each one of us simply doesn't realize the power and the influence that we have when we talk and counsel social entrepreneurs back in our home country. To your point, yes, we're coming from a place where we're educated and we have power and we have influence. We can use it productively just by encouraging them, and with a few words, you can really change someone's course. You can connect him to a person that will make a huge difference. So our ability to influence for the good is significantly greater than what we think. You don't have to have graduated and be in a position of power to turn into it. With this, I'd like to bring it to a close. Thank you very, very much.
Zafer, Iman, George, and Rami, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the final panel, the Leadership Roundtable, will take place in 112, so just the room across from here. Thank you very much.